Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Wednesday. We've got 14 matchups on this MLB slate today, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Work on our way to 20.2K subs, guys, so keep it up. Check out my betting links in the description below. Really great promos, especially with DraftKings. Bet 5, getting 150 in bonus bets, guys. So go ahead and take advantage. Really good opportunities, and I have a lot of great boosts and promos on there daily as well, so check those out. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today. 14 matchups, starting with the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Minnesota Twins. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -180. The Twins +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Dodgers coming into this matchup 10-4. The Twins 3-6. Pitching for the Dodgers is Bobby Miller with an ERA of 5.87. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Paddock with an ERA of 4.30. Miller, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 5 runs, had 3 strikeouts, coming off a rough game. Paddock, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. LA on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Minnesota win, back-to-back Minnesota wins. They've played very well in this series so far. Glasnow coming off a really good game on the mound for the Dodgers. Minnesota on a 4-game losing streak. Definitely been a tough stretch for Minnesota here. The Dodgers are 7-0 on the road against Minnesota, 14-1 against Minnesota. They've been dominant against the Twins here. The over's hit in Minnesota 5 of their last 7 against the Dodgers, so maybe the over could be a good play today. And yeah, hopefully Bobby Miller, I'm sure he can have a much better performance on the mound, and we're going to take the Dodgers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Phillies opening up as road favorites at -145. The Cardinals +120 with the over-under at 7.5. Phillies coming into this matchup. For some reason, the side I'm on is weird, so I don't have their record. But they have about the same record here. Head-to-head, St. Louis has won 4 out of the last 7 head-to-head meetings. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 6.30. His last start, he's coming off a good game. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Lance Lynn with an ERA of 4.15. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Phillies, bad game yesterday, losing 3-0 to the Cardinals here. Really couldn't get anything going yesterday at all on offense. The unders hit in 12 of their last 16 on the road against St. Louis. I mean, both these games have been under, so maybe the under could be a good play as well for this 3rd game. And yeah, looking at a pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. And I think Cardinals are a good dog today. I'll take a shot with the Cardinals +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Looks like both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 4-8. Toronto 6-6. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.55. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 2.79. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Seattle on a 3-game losing streak, back-to-back losses against Toronto here. Toronto's looked good in this series so far. Seattle is just 1-4 on the road against Toronto here, where they've had their struggles. And yeah, just haven't seen enough from Seattle in this series so far. Kikuchi coming off a great start on the mound. I think I'm going to lean with the Blue Jays at home. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -140. The Rockies +120 with the over-under at 11. Arizona coming into this matchup 5-7. The Rockies 3-9. Pitching for Arizona is Tommy Henry with an ERA of 7.0. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 6.23. Henry, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Arizona finally getting a win here, beating the Rockies 3-2, ending their bad 5-game losing streak they were on. Arizona, they're good against Colorado. They're 6-3 on the road against the Rockies, 15-5 against the Rockies. I mean, this is definitely the series for them to get back on track. They've just struggled so far. Not the greatest pitching matchup here. Henry giving up 2 runs in his last game. Gomber giving up 2 runs. They've given up runs these last 2 games. I like Arizona here. I like the bounce back. Coming off a win. I think they can get the hits going again. Give me Arizona on the road here. Next matchup, we got the Washington Nationals versus San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -200. Washington plus 170 with the over-under at 8. Washington coming into this matchup 5-6. The Giants 4-8. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 6.97. Pitching for the Giants is Jordan Hicks with an ERA of 0.75. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Hicks, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Washington on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Giants here. They've looked very good in this series as underdogs. And the Giants, I don't know, they've just been a mess. They have not looked good to start the season. Washington 6-0 against San Francisco, 5-1 on the road against San Francisco. They've been very good against the Giants. I have not seen enough from the Giants for me to back them here. We'll take a shot with Washington plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Los Angeles Angels. Rays opening up as road favorites at -140. Angels plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Rays coming into this matchup 6-6. The Angels 6-5. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Littell with an ERA of 0.82. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Soriano with an ERA of 4.50. Littell, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Looked very good in both the starts this season. Can't find any pitching info for Soriano for the Angels. Tampa Bay coming off an LA win yesterday, 6-4. Nice win for them. The overs hit in 4 out of their last 5 on the road against the Angels, so maybe the over is a good play today. I like Littell on the mound. He's only given up 1 run in his last 2 starts so far this season. And I think I'm going to take a shot with the Rays on the road. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians opening up as home favorites at -240. The White Sox plus 195 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 2-9. The Guardians 8-3. Pitching for the White Sox is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 2.79. Pitching for the Guardians is Tanner Beebe with an ERA of 3.86. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Beebe, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 9 strikeouts. The White Sox coming off a big win yesterday against Cleveland, 7-5. Big underdog win for them. Tough game for Cleveland here. But hey, White Sox are going to win some games. That's how it's just going to go. The unders hit in the White Sox 11 of their last 14 on the road. So maybe the under could be a play here. I expect a big Cleveland bounce back. But he's been good on the mound for the White Sox. Only given up 3 total runs this season. BB's given up 4. Yeah, I just don't trust the White Sox to take back-to-back games here. And I think the Guardians bounce back. We'll take the Guardians at home. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago Cubs versus San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -140. The Cubs plus 120 with the over-under at 8. Cubs coming into this matchup 7-4. The Padres 6-8. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 11.74. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 3.37. Hendricks, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 5 runs in back-to-back games here. Cease, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. And yeah, the Cubs coming off a big win yesterday, winning 5-1 against the Padres. Played very well in that game. The Cubs, the unders hit in 5 of their last 6 on the road against the Padres. Maybe the under could be a play today, but I will say Hendricks been giving up some runs here, so I don't know. But the Padres, man, they're just not a team I can trust. Even with the pitching situations, they haven't won back-to-back games. They haven't built anything up. Cubs are playing pretty good, I'd say. Could have won the other Padres game the day before in that one. And I think Kyle Hendricks, he's giving up 5 runs in the 2 games. If he just has a decent game, doesn't give up 5 runs, I think they can beat the Padres easy. So I'm going to take a shot with the Cubs plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Cincinnati Reds. Reds opening up as home favorites at minus 135. The Brewers plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 7-3. The Reds 6-5. Pitching for the Brewers is Wade Miley with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Reds is Hunter Green with an ERA of 2.53. Miley getting his first start of the season here. Finished the season strong last year, coming off a 1-0 run game. Green, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. The Brewers coming off a Reds win yesterday, 9-5. Nice win for them. Both teams splitting a game so far in the series. Milwaukee 7-2 against Cincinnati, 13-3 on the road against the Reds here. They've been very good. I think they were a good dog. Miley, was pretty solid all last year, and getting his first start, I think he, could have a nice game today. I'll take a shot with the Brewers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Miami Marlins versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at minus 225. The Marlins plus 185 with the over-under at 8.5. Marlins coming into this matchup 1-11. The Yankees 10-2. Pitching for the Marlins is Ryan Weathers with an ERA of 4.0. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 0. Weathers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Stroman coming off back-to-back 0-run games here so far this season. He's been very good on the mound. Miami back-to-back losses against the Yankees. Close one yesterday, losing 3-2. But Yankees, getting it done. 4-game winning streak. They're playing great right now. Miami 1-7 on the road. The unders hit in 4 of their last 5 on the road against the Yankees. So maybe the under could be a play today with Miami, pretty much struggling to score. It's kind of been one-sided on it mostly. Yeah, I like the Yankees. Marcus Stroman hasn't given up a run in his last 2 games. Going to be rough for the Marlins to really get a lot of runs here, unless Stroman really throws the bag today. Give me the Yankees at home in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Boston Red Sox. Boston opening up as home favorites at minus 120. Baltimore plus 100 with the over-under at 9. Baltimore coming into this matchup 6-4. Boston 7-4. Pitching for Baltimore is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 7.20. Pitching for the Red Sox is Cutter Crawford with an ERA of 0.84. Irvin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Crawford has only given up 1 run in 2 starts so far this season, so he's been very good on the mound. Baltimore coming off a big win yesterday against Boston, 7-1. The over's hitting Baltimore 6 of their last 7 on the road against Boston, so maybe the over's a good play today. I'm really liking Cutter Crawford here. Been very good his first 2 games. Irvin, his last 3 starts, he's given up 4 runs in each game. So, yeah, hasn't been that great on the mound here. And I like the Red Sox. I like Crawford today. I'll take Boston at home. Next matchup, we've got the New York Mets versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -180. The Mets +140 with the over-under at 9.5. Mets coming into this matchup 4-7. The Braves 7-3. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 2.61. Pitching for the Braves is Alan Winans with an ERA of 0. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 1 run. Had 4 strikeouts. Winans, his last start, he pitched 5 innings. Gave up 6 runs. Had 2 strikeouts. Hasn't pitched this season yet, so he'll be making his debut. The Mets coming off a Braves loss yesterday, 6-5, so they lost a close one yesterday. The Mets are just 2-10 on the road against Atlanta, where they've had their struggles. The overs hit in Atlanta's 4 of their last 6 against the Mets. Definitely looking like an over series so far. That's kind of crushed it the last 2 games. Yeah, I just don't trust the Mets. That's all. That's really all it is. Quintana been good in the mound his last 2 games here. Winans wasn't that bad on the mound last season. And I just don't like the Mets with their road struggles. And I'm going to take a shot with the Braves at home. The next matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Kansas City Royals. Houston opening up as road favorites at -120. The Royals +100 with the over-under at 9. Astros coming into this matchup 4-8. The Royals 7-4. Can't find out who's pitching for the Astros here. It's the only game on the slate where the pitching matchup's undecided for Houston. So check that out when that info does get released. Pitching for the Royals is Seth Lugo with an ERA of 0.71. Lugo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. He's been very good in his first 2 starts this season. He's only given up 1 run. The Royals, big comeback win yesterday, beating Houston 4-3. They're on a 5-game winning streak. I mean, they're playing great right now. Houston 1-6 against the Royals. Houston's just been a mess. They really have. Royals been surprisingly good, 6-0 at home. Don't know who's pitching. Lugo's been really good on the mound so far. I'm still going to take a shot with the Royals +1.5 at home today. Then the last matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at -200. Oakland +160 with the over-under at 9. Oakland coming into this matchup 4-7. The Rangers 6-5. Pitching for Oakland is Ross Stripling with an ERA of 3.75. Pitching for the Rangers is Cody Bradford with an ERA of 2.13. Stripling, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Bradford, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Oakland on a 3-game winning streak, beat the Rangers yesterday 4-3. Big underdog win for Oakland. Can they do it back-to-back here? That's going to be very tough for Oakland. Yeah, I'm just not on the Oakland train. Bradford's been good in his first 2 starts this season for the Rangers. Stripling's been decent. Had that 4-run game, but coming off a 1-run game here. I don't know. Oakland's not a team I just want to back. They got a win yesterday. 3-game winning streak. I don't know. I think this is a bounce-back game for the Rangers, and I'm going to roll with Texas at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Wednesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Thursday. Have a good one.